If you want to excel this, then do this. And this. So what you really saw right now was a mere example of some of the mobility drills which we all need to do before the workout. Now I've seen a lot of newcomers and even beginners and probably people who have been trained enough for all these years actually tend to miss on the mobility exercises, which are basically the dynamic stretches which you do as a warm-up technique before the workout. Now the repercussion effect, what happens over here is you might go through a lot of inactivation of certain kind of muscles, and probably you might bring in some kind of injuries or some discomfort with the particular muscle group. Now, let me also break down the mobility part. Now, when I say mobility, mobile in general is about freely moving around. So when we talk about the mobility around the joint, that is basically range of motion around the joint. For example, let's say this is my joint. So this particular part is my mobility. How much mobile my joint is, right? So there are basic exercises which one needs to add to make sure that the mobilization and activation is done right before the workout. Slowing down is a part of the life, whether it comes to any other aspect or even in training. So now I know a lot of people might come up and tell me कि अरे यार mobility में बहुत time लगता है, and of course I have been receiving these kind of comments through my own coaching experience to people as well. But let me show you today कि how mobility actually doesn't take a lot of time, and it can be a big thing for you, saving you from any kind of discomfort in your muscle groups when you're training, or also keeping you away from any kind of possible injuries. So action time. Shoulder front to back PVC pipe. You can do 5 to 10 repetitions for it. Then good mornings using PVC pipe for the hip hinge. You can do 5 to 10 repetitions, maybe 1 or 2 sets here. And these two exercises might take around 20-30 seconds ideally. Prone T, W and Y. Followed by Supermacn Reachout. Doing it very slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, cat camel. So I'm going to do 5 rounds of it. Inhale. Exhale. You can do 1 or 2 sets for these exercises. It might take around 1 or 2 more minutes over here. Then I'm doing bird dog. Hold for 5 seconds. Right, somewhere around 3 minutes over here. I'm quickly showing it, but even if you add few reps, it might not take more than 3 minutes approximately. Then side lying hip circles. This is something where people fumble a lot. So this is a sideway raise over here. I'm going to raise my leg very slowly and try to make small circles in one direction, which is anti-clockwise. Then I'm going to do clockwise as well. Slow. You shouldn't rush it. Lateral raise of the legs as well. Another side. Then the famous glute bridges. I might add 1 or 2 sets for this, and each set will have around 5 to 10 reps. Inhale when you're coming up. Slowly exhale. One more, clamshells. Now if you see over here, I'm doing very slowly, I'm not rushing. Although I'm just showing you fewer reps. Yeah. So these are few of the basic exercises which can be added anywhere, anytime. You don't need any props except the PVC pipe one. And even if you don't have a PVC pipe, you can go with the other drills with the shoulder and scapula. And as you can see, I think, obviously I did some fewer reps and sets over here, but even if you do it properly, one set, or let's say two sets of each, it might not take more than 10-15 minutes of it. So that's all for the mobility, guys.